Hi YouTube! I've dubbed today Soul Food Saturday. I'm making a soul food menu of fried smothered pork chops with onions and gravy, collard greens with ham hocks and neck bones. I have the black-eyed peas soaking. I'm going to make the cornbread soufflé cornbread with the cream corn. I think that, oh, and macaroni and cheese. How could I forget the macaroni and cheese? Yes, so this is the beginning of the soul food cooking marathon. See you back soon. Here are the ingredients for the collard greens that I'm making. Collard greens, ham hocks, and neck bones. The salt and pepper, the large version, of course, since I'm making the huge pot of greens. I've gotten 10 bags all together. Going to dice up some onions. Throw in some beef bouillon cubes. I've already poured in about 2 cups of vegetable oil in the bottom of the pot. Make sure that the greens don't burn on the bottom. I'm going to add tomatoes. I've got Mexican tomatoes and seasoned diced tomatoes with jalapeno. The seasoning is best in those kinds, I think. And I've got some Italian style tomatoes. I'm going to use those in the black-eyed peas with ham hocks also and neck bones. I've got onion powder and garlic powder. I like to add more, even though the Creole and more spice seasonings has plenty. I always add more just to reach the desired taste result. So I'm going to put in the rest of the collard greens. They're still in the sink, haven't been washed, and I'll see you back soon with the next steps. I'm back with preparation ingredients for the black-eyed peas. I have had the peas soaking overnight, and now I'm going to season them up and start the crock pot. I have my usual combo of the Creole and more spice seasoning, some oil, some garlic and onion powders, a couple of onions, black pepper, salt, and bouillon. I usually use the Goya Hamon, but they didn't have it, so I'm going to use beef bouillon and neck bones to season the black-eyed peas with, of course, the ever-present handful of, a couple handfuls, since I use 2 eggs, of maybe several handfuls, depending on how it looks, because they are added for the appearance more than the taste, of some green beans. They call them field beans, green beans. So I'll get those together and we'll see them again soon when dinner is ready. Kroger had a sale on some of our favorite libations, so I stocked up, and these will be accompaniments to menus, upcoming menus. And, oh, I might as well mention it now, although I hadn't partaken yet of any libation, I neglected to mention for the black-eyed peas that I'm also adding some seasoned diced tomatoes. I think they're either, jalapeno seasoned or Italian. So the black-eyed peas are cooking in the slow cooker. I'm about to put on the shells for the macaroni and cheese. You've seen my quick warm weather macaroni and cheese recipe. This will be my cold weather macaroni and cheese recipe today. So these are the libations. You'll see these coming up, and they were a good deal. I hope your store has a good deal on your favorite libations, and see you soon. Here are the ingredients for the macaroni and cheese. I'm using the cheese left over from our cheese tray, our fruit and cheese tray. It didn't really get used, so rather than let it waste, I'll use it for the macaroni and cheese. Excuse me. The difference between my summer and winter macaroni and cheese is that I make the roux, the flour roux, and add to it. Makes it much more substantial and increases, of course, the calories. But it's a nice taste. It's the taste that most people expect when they have macaroni and cheese. So I've got the mustard, macaroni, flour, eggs, heavy cream. Some people use milk, my usual Creole seasonings and the cheese from the cheese tray. I'll use some of all the cheeses. I'll have a 4-cheese macaroni and cheese. I'll see you soon with more. The macaroni and cheese is ready. Gosh, isn't it beautiful? Let me get the rest of it ready so I can say dinner is served. I know you're probably saying, well, we've seen the cornbread soufflé preparation before, but there's something a little different this time. I used the frozen tube of cream corn before, I always have, but apparently Kroger has discontinued it. So now I have the 2 cans of cream corn that I'm going to try. Hopefully it will work. And I make it according to the Jiffy recipe just the same, with the exception of adding the 2 cans of the cream corn. You know, I think I might just add the 1 can to make sure that it isn't too loose. I want it to be just right. So I'll try 1 can this time. If it doesn't work, well then next time I'll try 2. See you again soon when it's ready. The candied yams are next. I'm using brown sugar, Bruce's candied yams. Jet puffed Kraft marshmallows. I'll spray the pan with butter spray, and I'll use butter to dot the yams along with I didn't put it out, the splash of orange juice in the drippings from the yams with the brown sugar to make it a bit sweeter. I'll show you the end result. Dinner is pretty close to ready. Just the pork chops remain. Time to make the pork chops finally. I've already sliced the onions. I'm going to fry the onions, then soak the chops in some eggs and heavy cream, then dredge them through some flour that I've seasoned up and fry them. After they're prepared, I will add the gravy that is pre-made and the onions back in. Now the package, it looked like it was about 6 pork chops, but they had 3 chops on top of 1 huge pork steak. So I'm going to fry everything up. I'll do the chops first, then the steak second, and we ought to have us a really nice dinner. See you soon. The cornbread soufflé and candied yams are ready. Now I'm frying the onions for the pork chops. Soon dinner will be ready. Dinner's ready. Macaroni and cheese, smothered pork chops. Yeah, they came out perfect. And cornbread soufflé, candied yams, black-eyed peas, and collard greens. The collard greens and neck bones both have ham hocks and neck bones. And for the drink we're having, let's see, Bud Light, Seagram's Jamaica Calypso drink, I think. Jamaica Me Happy. And I saw Riunite White Lambrusco. I haven't had that for years, but I thought that would go perfectly with this dinner for me. And applesauce. I can't have smothered pork chops without applesauce. I usually have cinnamon applesauce, but mysteriously, it seems to be so popular, the jar I had disappeared. So we have regular applesauce. Grab your plate, get your utensils, because dinner is ready, soul food style. See you later.